Alrighty, everyone, we will go ahead and get started. Thank you, everyone on Zoom land. Welcome to today's training. Today, we are going to be covering building your personal brand. This is something I am very, very passionate about. I did go to school for marketing and business management. I'm very, very passionate about your personal brand and building that. So we're going to dive right into that today. So first, where are we going to begin? Where do you even start when you think about building your personal brand? First thing I want to note, your notes are already taken for you. So you don't need to worry about writing down, keeping up. We do have a one-pager already made for you, so you can leave with this ready, actionable, ready to go. Leave this up for just a few seconds for you guys. The 7 points. There are going to be 7 different points as you get your personal brand started. You're going to learn how to define your uniqueness, identify your audience, build trust through your content, personal branding as trust branding, content strategy. You're going to learn how to become the authority, and you're going to learn how to focus on depth rather than width. Your uniqueness. This is going to be where you can determine what sets you apart from everyone else. We're going to find your passion, what fires you up, and what problems you solve. This is going to be how you can find what makes you and your business unique. What we can do to help you find that is going to be what's called the brand DNA helix. This is going to be a series of different questions that can help you find your brand identity and where you stand and set apart from others. We're going to focus on these 2 questions from the brand DNA helix. It's going to be, what problem do you solve in 1 word? And then, what am I passionate about? This QR code is going to take you to the article that goes a little bit more in depth about the DNA helix. This is super, super valuable and can really help you set yourself up for success as you build your brand and your business. I highly suggest circling back and looking at the other questions in there can get you more familiar with your own business and know where you are and where you can be. Once we know what problem you are solving and what you're passionate about, we're going to find your audience. Who are you solving that problem for? We're going to want to take a second and think about who you serve in your business. We're going to dive in a little deeper in that as we go on. We're going to build this audience through building trust. How we will do that is by providing valuable content. This is going to be staying active on your social media. This is going to be posting blog posts, videos, podcasts, etc. The more that you're engaging with your audience on social media, on your blog, the more content that you're putting out is going to help you build trust with them. You're going to want to learn to use personal branding as trust building. As we're staying active and we're providing this valuable content, we want to keep everything under your personal brand. So then you start to get more recognizable. So they recognize your content and they know exactly where it came from and who you're serving, what you can do for them. That is going to be the key to get that trust. Your content strategy. What are you going to deliver to them? You want to share your knowledge freely and generously, but you want to do it in bite-sized pieces. You want to give them crumbs. That's what's going to keep the engagement and keep them coming back for more. Educate. You want to teach them everything that you know that is of value to your target audience. So depending on what your business is in, you want to teach them everything that you know, and that's going to build your rapport and trust with them. You want to make sure that the education that you're providing to them is randomized. Don't give them everything in a specific order. You want to have it kind of random throughout the order so that they will keep coming back for more. You're going to want to become the authority. You want to know everything that there is to know about your area of expertise. This can be very, very large. If we're working in real estate, you may think, okay, I help people buy and sell their homes. That can be too broad. We're going to want to narrow that in and know, okay, I like to work with new construction. I like to work with first-time home buyers. I like to work with veterans. Whatever that niche may be, you want to learn everything there is to know about that specific area or niche. Then we're going to learn to focus on depth instead of width. If we shift our focus from just reaching everyone, I just want to reach more people, we're going to fine-tune that down, and we want to focus specifically on our target audience. So instead of just welcoming everyone, we just want anyone. We just want more eyes on our social media, just more clients coming. If we focus on our specific group, you're going to get a much more valuable audience that will help you reach your goals and follow your beliefs. With this, your audience could be smaller, but it's going to be more defined. So you know exactly who you are working with and what you can do to best serve them in their needs. This is going to be very important, but can be a limiting belief. You may just want more eyes. You just want a larger audience. You want more clients. That's all you want. Sometimes more is actually going to be less. If we have too many people in your audience that is not specific enough, you're going to wear yourself out by running all around trying to fit the needs for all of these different niches to meet that audience. So you want to focus on that smaller and more defined group, and that will be your target audience, and you want to capitalize on that. It can be hard to figure out as you're getting started, or even if you're well into the business, figuring out what you want or who your target audience is. That's where using the brand DNA Helix can come in play. And it's going to ask you a series of all of those different questions. Who you like to serve? What problem are you solving for them? What are you passionate about? These are some of the different questions in that Helix that can help you narrow down and fine-tune who your target audience is or who you would like it to be. That is going to be the basic steps on how to put together your business for your personal brand. This is going to be the stepping stone. So once you have this figured out, what problem you are solving and what you're passionate about, then you know who you are trying to talk to as you go through with your marketing and your business. One thing I love to note to help you fine-tune who that may be is use the resources that you already have. I love using ChatGPT. This can be an absolutely amazing tool to help you fine-tune and find that specific audience. How would you do that? If you talk to ChatGPT and you can tell them you are looking to fine-tune your target audience for your business, you'll let it know a little bit of background about your business. This is what we do. This is the services that we offer. This is what that looks like. These are my brand values that I have in place. This is what I'm very passionate about. Please help me fine-tune to see who my best target audience would be based on these services and beliefs. Then it'll work with this algorithm and it'll deliver a fine-tuned, perfect target audience for you. Then you can let it know if maybe you don't like the first result that it gives you. You could say, that's awesome, that's great, but I have been, or I'm used to doing business with this specific group. So I'd like it to be more fine-tuned to them. Then it could go in and rewrite and revise to be more beneficial or more valuable to that specific audience. From there, this is where you can build your belief system. What are your beliefs? This can help you build that business plan and strategy behind that, so you know what your mission, your vision, and your value statement are. Use ChatGPT to help you build the framework behind your business. It can be a lot easier than you may be making it if you use the resources that are out there and if you dive in and just accept them. Do we have any questions so far? I wanted to do today's kind of half and half. Do a quick little slideshow and then really just dive in with you and help you find who your target audience may be and help you put together your personal branding. So I will open it up to the room and Zoom land. Please feel free to come off mute and let's dive in and collaborate together and see how we can help each other fine-tune and find your personal brand. Anyone on Zoom land? Did you want to chime in, Maria?
No, I'm sorry.
You're all good. You're totally fine. No worries. Was there anything that I could help you with fine-tuning your personal brand?
Well, I recently got my license in real estate, but my other license is I am loan officer. I work
Sure.
here with that license. I want to mix both, and I want to create my personal brand. Yeah,
Absolutely. That's very exciting. Congratulations on getting your license.
thank you.
It's going to be drinking out of the fire hose. So much information at first.
Yes,
We're
yes.
here to support you. You have an awesome support team to help navigate you through that. As you get diving into your business, as you start building your personal brand, do you know what your target audience, what you want that to be so far?
Well, I have worked with Latin American investors that they
Okay.
to Florida to invest in when one of my specific loans is the SCR, that is for investors.
Okay.
I was thinking about that target to yeah, for investments.
To target investments. Awesome. Are there any specifics within the investments? Do you want to help people find Airbnbs, do short-term rentals, long-term rentals? You looking for maybe commercials, helping people build apartment complexes or commercial buildings? Have you thought about any further of the specifics behind the investors that you're looking to work with?
I have all those loans, but the people that I have worked are, first, they are Latin, Spanish
Okay.
speakers. And secondly, they are looking for a rental and residential, multifamilies, condos, yeah.
That's awesome. That's great to have that structured. So then you know as you go and you're doing your marketing, you know who your target audience that you want that to be. So as you're connecting with these people on social media, you know who you're talking to. So you want to direct your focus to Latin speakers, people who speak Spanish or Latin languages who are looking to build or open their investments.
Question.
Yeah.
I have also spoken with English speaker people, for example, from West Africa.
Okay.
Mm, I create my page with Facebook. Um, I don't know if is this correct. Have message English and Spanish to create lead generation or go only with a specific language.
Yeah, so on your social media, I think that's a great idea to have it be clear and transparent on what languages you speak so that you can best serve them. So as you're working with many different languages, I definitely think that would be a good idea to have that very clear on what languages you speak so that you can best serve those more niche audiences.
Okay, thank you.
Absolutely. Elda, Katie, do you guys need any help? Brainstorming with the group? Do you need any help in the audience? So today we're just focusing on your personal branding. So how you can put together your personal branding to build trust through your content in social media and videos, podcasting, all the many different sources, and just fine tuning so you have a very clear view on who your audience is to realign to focus more on the audience that you want. So instead of everyone, I just want more people, we want to target specifically who we want to be in business with. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. That is one thing that can be challenging with social media, is it can be a lot easier to mass produce or use purchase or get all of these different templates that are available online to have content going out. But it's very, very important to show your face. It gives a person, gives a heartbeat to the business so that it's more personable. So they know who they're in business with instead of just cute graphics online on different services that you do. While that can provide a lot of value so they can get familiar on what you do, bringing it back to the heartbeat and having an actual person that they can see, the face behind the business, is going to help gravitate a lot more. You will learn and see with those insights on those posts. You'll see the posts that have you in it are going to get a lot more engagements. Yeah. I think one thing that I have done before is if maybe you don't have time to jump on and take a video or take a new picture every time you want to post, is if you get like a brand photo, this is going to be lifestyle photos. So it would be you in the act, doing the different services that you do. So then you could pull that and plug it into any image out there. So then it's still your face on there. Yeah. So the question was if I had any thoughts on paid ads or paying for leads through social media. I think it can be a really, really beneficial way to drive engagement to your pages. I think the one thing to preface and be careful with is going to be the costs associated with it. There are many different routes that you can go to run an ad, and it could be very, very costly, or you could do it in a more affordable approach. I like to focus more on the affordable. If I throw a whole bunch of money on one ad, sure, that ad's going to perform. I'm going to get some result from that. But if I'm not engaging or actively working and active on my pages, I'm going to have one post that got a lot of engagement. But then the conversion rate's going to be very low. It's going to be hard. I think you should focus primarily on the free engagements. It's just posting, getting exposure out there where that's free. It's free just to make a post. It's definitely important to tie it in with different paid ad campaigns. You can do print marketing, postcards, getting an ad on the newspaper, in a magazine, any of the sort, just to maximize the exposure. But I would say before I start pouring in and investing a lot of money and time into a paid ad, I would build a solid foundation so that when someone does find that post and they go and view your profile, they see that you have an existing account where you've been active, so then they can doom scroll, so they can stalk your page. So I would build a foundation first before that and just kind of start to grow your audience. That can be a very long time, or it could be shorter, depending on the content that you're putting out. All the different platforms are going to gravitate and push different types of content more. So like for Instagram and Facebook, they are going to push reels and short videos more than a single still photo or a carousel post. So as you're looking to grow your audience, I always suggest working with reels. But it's important to tie into the other variations as well, because they're still going to help grow your foundation. And if you have a mix of everything, then Instagram and Facebook or Meta is going to push to all of those different groups. It can be hard. It can be hard. It's finding the time to do so and then knowing what in the world do I post. I think one thing that helps a ton with that is use AI, use the free resources out there. So ChatGPT is great for that. You can connect with ChatGPT, and if you frame the prompt, I would tell it a little bit about you and your business, and then what you're looking for. And when you ask what you're looking for, I would say have it give you a month schedule. Build me a monthly social media calendar where I want to post 3 times a week. I want this to specialize and focus on this audience. These are the services that I provide. And tell it what your growth plan is. I would love to gain 100 more followers this month. I would love to take on 3 more clients. I would love to expand my reach into this different city. And then it can deliver different posts revolving that. And then just like that, it will give you a whole month following those different days. You can also tell it days of the week. If you want to post Monday, Wednesday, Friday, then it'll go and schedule that out Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And it'll be a prompt. This is what you're going to post. This is what you're going to say in the post. You can tell it if you want it to be a video, then it can build you out a script on what to say in that video. Yeah. Yeah. ChatGPT, building the prompts, there's going to be 3 different parts to it. It's going to be the background. So you're going to want to give it a little bit of background about you and what you're looking for. Then it's going to be your audience. Who are we targeting? Who are we talking to? And then the third is going to be format. You want to let it know how you want to receive it. Are they building an Excel sheet? Are they doing a graph? Are they giving you a paragraph? Building a blog? So you want to tell it what you want to receive out of it. And those are going to be the 3 different pillars to set up a really strong prompt. If you create an account with ChatGPT, it's free. You don't need to do the paid version. But if you have an account with them, then it will start to learn and grow its brain. So then it will learn about you as you talk to it. So then you don't need to give it a whole background every time. You'll just kind of give it a brief synopsis on what you're looking for. But as you get started, I would definitely dive in and give it a really good, deep, thorough explanation on who you are, what your business is, kind of all of that, everything about your business, and then what you want it to deliver. The more that you can give it, the better the result. One of the best things with it is it can be messy. It can be ugly. You just type a big, ugly little paragraph, just brain dumping what you want, and it'll understand and it'll put together something beautiful. I love that it's so intelligent with that. It can also be so scary, but just brain dump everything. Brain dump everything in there, all about you and your business. I really want this post to target these people. These are the results I'm looking for out of this post. And then it can kind of tailor that. And then it can go in and it'll do instantaneous research. And it'll go in and find the best top producing hashtags. It will go in and find those keywords for SEO. So then you're optimized. You're coming up on Google, on the search engines, based on what you delivered to it. It can be scary. I'll put up I have a little QR code with a 1-pager. We'll throw that back up. This is going to be a 1-pager on building your personal brand. So this is going to go over the 7 key points that you want to focus on in building your personal brand. Are there any other questions or anything I could help anyone in the room or Zoom land with?
I guess probably for website building.
Absolutely. Yeah, ChatGPT can be a great tool for website building. I would say specifically with SEO. So for the search engine optimization. So with that, that's going to be focusing on keywords. So when someone is searching to have you pop up. So if you build out a prompt and tell it what you're looking for, so I'm building this landing page for this purpose. This is the target audience that I'm looking to attract. Tell it, I want this to please be SEO optimized to help me gravitate and attract this audience. then it can deliver that for you. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You can plug it in as well. The scary thing is once you have like a website built out, give it to ChatGPT and tell it in your prompt, please visit my website, ianmcmullen.kw.com. I'm looking to improve my SEO on this specific page. What can I change? You're good. Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm. So the scary thing with the internet, it's all over the place. So when I'm posting on social media about maybe specific services that my business offers, if someone goes on Google and looks that up, it's then a pull from the whole internet and find what matches. So using the right keywords will help tie that back to you. So I'd focus those keywords on the services that you offer, your target audience, where you service, and then having that tied back in all your social media posts. As even you start playing with it, as you start Googling this service in this location, you're going to see your stuff start to show up. And the more often that you use those different phrases, those keywords, you're going to see yourself climb towards the top of the list. The instantaneous way that you're going to see the results from that is going to be on the image search on Google. That is going to be more sorted by time. And so as someone searches this service in this area, if that's yours and you talked about that in your post, you're going to see your post pop up on the Google image search. So you can start building your SEO just through your social media by being more purposeful with the keywords that you're using. That's where services like ChatGPT or the AI can be very valuable as you start to grow that brain and it knows your audience and what you're looking for. Have it write your captions. Tell it what keywords you're focusing on, who you're looking to attract, and it'll tailor that caption all for you. And again, tell it you want it to be SEO optimized. That's something I plug into anything that I'm plugging or posting publicly is tell it, please make this SEO optimized. If you're working in an industry where there's going to be different regulations, tell it, please make sure that this is fair housing approved. Make sure this is TCPA compliant. Make sure any of the other bylaws that are out there, tell it. And then it'll go in and review and make sure that that is compliant based on all of those different requirements out there.
Talking about SEO and optimization and just the social media thing.
Mhm. Yep. Yeah, it opens all over. The internet is public everywhere. So you can use it to your advantage. It can be a little scary. But using it to your advantage can be so great. And then the more that you're active and the more that you're posting and using those keywords and adding the locations, then you're going to become that first result. When someone Googles and when someone searches on Instagram, on Facebook, you're going to be the first to pop up solely because of how you're engaging and using their platforms. Where you're staying active and you're using those specific keywords, it's going to know exactly to target you when they're searching for said service. Yep. It's going to be growing your exposure. I would say as you get started, as you launch a brand new company, a brand new brand, first you're going to start with your sphere of influence. These are your friends, your family, who's around you, those people around you, and that's going to be your prime group where you're going to get your referrals. These are going to be a lot of your clients off the bat, and then it's just growing that exposure. So you want to get exposure from everyone as you're going out there and offering your services to your specific niche audience. So who you want to target, you're telling the world, I'm looking for these individuals. And then the algorithms are going to help attract them. But I would definitely focus starting with that before you start diving into paid ads and paid campaigns. And then when you do get to the point where you're ready to start widening and helping push more marketing campaigns, I would start small. Start with a small budget. Don't overdo it at first. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. I would start small. You could do starting small across multiple different posts. So instead of giving $100 to one post, maybe you give $5 each post and spread it across. So then you're going to get more exposure over all of those posts. Anyone in Zoom land have any questions? Anything else I could help any of you with? Alrighty, if we don't have any more questions, I will go ahead and get wrapped up. If you do think of any questions after the fact, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. You all should have my contact info. You can email me. It's Ian, IAN, MCM @kw.com, or you feel free to text or call me. And my cell number is going to be 801-608-5191. I hope to hear from all of you, and I hope you have a fabulous rest of the day and a great week ahead. Thank you, Elda. Have a great day. Thanks, Katie. Thank you, Maria.